The opportunity to come and play for you on your birthday and play for all of our friends and fans here and new fans and everything else like that. We do have some merch for sale in the back if you guys are interested. You guys stay tuned. King is up next after us. Let's hear it for King. Let's do it. Woo! Also, I was very impressed. I didn't know what was going to happen with the first band. They looked awesome and they played awesome. Let's hear it for Sunfall, guys. Sunfall. Woo! Fucking awesome. Alright, this next song was the first song we ever released. The song is called Dismember.
Yes, it's never better at all, but I'm right.
Thank you guys. We are Before the Morning from right here in Hollywood.
You guys all got to see the music video, right?
Yeah, the first song we played at Before the Morning. There's a music video we just released yesterday for it. You get an opportunity to check it out.
Diggy Kat here from RadioBuzzD.com, NAMM 2013. We are here with Adam and Phil from Before the Morning. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? How are you?
Doing amazing. How are all of you doing?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, good. Only been here for about 10 minutes, but
walked in, got real lost.
So, like a lot of other people that have just arrived on the scene, you came to see RadioBuzzD.com first.
we did.
We caught your eye first.
Yeah, that's it. We had to find you as soon as we got it.
That is awesome. That is much appreciated.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that. So, being here, what products are you guys excited about looking at?
I got real excited when I saw all the it's kind of stupid, but all the truss rods, that old lighting. I don't know, that caught my eye. I got real excited about that. I want to see a lot of the recording softwares and stuff like that. I already kind of know a lot about how you make drums, so I don't really need to research that stuff. So that's my favorite stuff.
Excellent. Adam?
I'm seeing a couple photos. I actually am interested. There's a vocal program that I had met through some other networking. It's called Vocalize You, and apparently they have a booth set up here this year. It started out as just an app on your phone, but now it's getting integrated into Guitar Center and things like that. So, and 80% of their clientele are females, so they're really trying to reach out to like the male rock world.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna go check those guys out. I met a guy from there. That's sort of what I'm interested in. Other than that, just walking around seeing friends.
Yeah, I hear ya. For 2013, what can we expect from Before the Morning?
New music for sure. We're writing right now. We're just writing away, definitely trying to step up our game. I talk to the camera. I talk to you.
You do both. You can do whatever.
I'm gonna go back and forth here, just to confuse everybody. But we got new music, definitely for sure, and lots of shows, playing shows, music and shows, and just working hard, trying to bring the best product we can to people.
Yeah, I think 2013, as much as the first year was a building year, it was sort of like we took that whole year to sort of figure out who we were as a band, you know, and then now this second year is going to be the building process with we found our sound, we know what we want to do, we got management, you know, it's just sort of moving forward in that direction. So working hard, but it's this year I think is going to be the proving ground for what this band's about. So.
Very exciting. Now for the fans, where can they follow you guys at?
Facebook.
Is that still Friendster? No, you can find us at facebook.com/Before the Morning. Reverb Nation /Before the Morning. You can download the EP for free there as well. Right
Give it
now,
away, kids.
Yeah,
It's free. First one's free.
You're going to take it either way. So, yeah, first one's always free. But yeah, Facebook and Reverb Nation is probably the best locations right now. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Adam, Phil, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Of course. Before the Morning.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
just played it live right now. It was amazing.
That was great. Thank you so much for dragging all of your instruments, in here, playing that song live.
No problem. No problem.
It sounds just like the recording.
It's amazing. It's just crazy. We never practiced. Not once.
So for the EP, I believe it is called Remembrance.
Yes.
And there's 3 songs off of there.
Trace. Yes. 3.
So
C.
how come 3 songs?
Well, I mean, to be honest, there's so much in the market right now. There's so many bands, so many different songs, so much material out there, and honestly, with us being such a new band, coming out with more material than that, just if the 3 songs that we were able to bring to the table weren't going to be enough for us to do anything with, it wouldn't have made a difference if there was 3, 10, or 20.
And it cost a lot of money.
I did that too.
That too.
We only had 3 songs at the time. That's the answer.
But I mean, we sat down, we picked up the songs we liked the most, and put it forward, and the 3 made sense to us. It seemed to feel right to just go with the less is more approach. You know, if you like that, then stick around, see what else we can do.
I like that, and it has a great feel too.
Of the
Yeah, the 3 songs.
Yeah, we kind of put them in that order too, I think, for that reason.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I like it. So when you were recording the Remembrance EP, how was the recording process for everyone?
Awesome.
We'll take it one by
the
one.
process. The process.
Yeah, I love being in the studio. I love being under the microscope and playing and hearing my drum sound big and boomy. So I like the studio. It's fun for me.
Very nice.
So yeah, we did it with a friend of mine, Jeff Hammond. I've worked with him before in other bands, and he does a great job. It's called Mid City Sound, Jeff Hammond. So if anyone wants to record with me,
Nice little plug there.
exactly. You know, gotta help the friends out.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so we, you know, drums were great. I love doing it. How was the guitars, JD?
The guitar process was very fun. We actually used our own gear. That was actually for this purpose, to make sure that we were maintaining the integrity of our tone. We didn't, there's a lot of new equipment available to use. Fractal makes some great stuff. There's different amp companies out there that make wonderful gear, and it's great in the studio. But we have our sound. We have a sound that we're all very dialed in on. Phil and I are kind of tone junkies. We sit down and just fine tune everything as much as possible. Same thing with Phil and Nick, or with Adam and Nikki. So when we got in the studio and rehearsed everything over and over and got the songs ready to track, we were like, all right, we figured out our tones, what worked for them, and went in and laid them down exactly for what they were. So everything that you're hearing on the recording is true to the live tone you're going to be able to get from our actual playing.
Very nice.
We do the majority of this stuff in house. We all live together in the same house.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah.
Phil has a studio at the house. So before it even goes to our friend Jeff and things like that, we've done pretty much all the work on our own.
Yeah, we do all the pre-production.
We do all the pre-production stuff at
So when we go in, it's just recreating and making it sound better.
Yeah.
Nice. What about for you, Nikki? Recording process.
Well, that was my first time in the studio ever, because this is my first.
And she kicked
real
ass.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a learning experience, but the song I think that I was most worried about was Before the Mourning and doing the sweeps, and I think I got that almost
Did you nail that?
first time. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
You just walked in and just
So-
sat down like, check it.
That was the
Pro.
Right,
So
pro.
that was
Pro.
fun. Like I went with Phil, and I was with you like the whole day. He knocked out drums in one day. And then we did guitars.
Getting shit handled.
Bro.
Wait, no, I'm cussing.
So it was good. It was fun. I'm ready to go back.
Very nice.
I think we're all ready to go back.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing it very soon.
Yes, I definitely want to release the new material to people.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's one
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that'll happen with the new stuff. We'll for sure release something from
Yeah,
the new stuff.
yeah, we'll probably put out a song up.
Yeah.
It's morely for shopping though.
Okay.
So therefore we can release a full-length album and go on tour.
We're on the
Play
hunt.
music for people.
We're on the hunt to take this band to the next level, and we're gonna need some other assistance with doing that. So that's what this is going to be used for. It's
I hear ya.
shopping purposes and getting it out there to the world, so we can just start touring.
Let the bidding war begin.
I hear you. Well, Radio Buzz is definitely very excited to still not only be promoting the Remembrance EP, but the future music that Before the Mourning will be releasing as well.
Awesome.
Very
Thank
excited
you.
about that.
Yeah.
We love the support.
Oh, the live shows. There's a lot of lights going on.
It's to distract you.
A lot of lights.
Put a seizure warning.
Right?
A lot of smoke going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did this all come in at? Where did the ideas come in?
We just thought it was, you had to kind of do something to set yourself apart, and JD programmed all the lights out, and we just got the light bars and just kind of tried to do something to set it apart. And
I think when
it
you
worked out.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. I think
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, so anyway, that was cool. No, I think that when anybody, as any of us even go see a show, you want to go and you want to see a show. You want to go and escape reality for a little bit and just let yourself go in some sort of an experience. And that's what we try to give people, is an overall just different feel, different world feeling. Someplace you can let out all your aggression. And those lights are pretty intense. We're pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's just creating an environment where people can just be who they want to be and have a good time.
That was way deeper than what I said.
So, what about the next shows? Are any lined up as of now?
Yeah, we have a show coming up at the end of March 28th. We're playing with a band called Damen. We're going to be playing at the Sly Bar in Fullerton.
It's a cancer benefit show.
Very nice.
So, but that'll be our first show back, and that'll have all the new bells and whistles and songs and everything. So, yeah, so end of March is when that's all going to happen. That'll be sort of our, relaunch show, I guess.
Exciting.
But yeah, we're excited to play that. I've been friends with Chris Dahman, the singer of Dahman, for a really long time, and I've always wanted to play with him, and we have that opportunity, and they're a really great band, so it'll be a good show.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So, musical influences. Let's go one by one. Talk about the bands, the performers that each influence you. Should we go with Phil first? He looks like he almost has the most deer in the headlights look.
Oh, yeah, there we
Right?
go.
Let's get him
I was
first.
putting the nervous guy on the spot.
So we're gonna make you wait.
Right.
You got it.
Yeah.
I love all kinds of music. As far as like drumming, I came from more of a punk rock kind of thrash metal background. So I love like Strung Out and NoFX and Lagwagon, but also, Slayer, Pantera and all that. So I've always kind of liked to hybrid the energy of punk rock into metal.
Very nice.
And put some extra energy in there. So that's kind of where, my influences draw from. Is mostly punk rock and kind of thrash metal, Dave Lombardo, Vinnie Paul, my favorites, I look up to the jazz guys. I just can't play that for the life of me.
Oh, wow.
It's very tricky, so I think they're all great. But
Yeah.
Really when it came down to the guys who influenced me, it was the heavy hitters in metal,
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nikki.
All right. So this one's a weird one. Nirvana is what got me into playing guitar originally. I love all sorts of music too, from the Doors to anything modern. Megadeth's a big one for me. Avenged Sevenfold, of course. Iron Maiden, Randy Rhoads, Van Halen. All the 80s. My parents always listened to, so that's kind of what I grew up listening to. And yeah, that's about it.
Very nice. JD.
Soilwork's actually probably my favorite band of everything for, I guess, metal-oriented world. Just love the range in the band, the dynamics. They pretty much touch on everything in metal. If they haven't touched on some part of it, I don't think I don't think that I've heard a band that's done it quite like them in that sense. So that would be my number one for metal. I'm a Musicians Institute grad.
Very nice.
Or a previous attendee, and my time there, I got to work with some very, not only intimidating but extremely talented players. I got to sit down with Paul Gilbert, Mark Friedman, Guthrie Govan, and take lessons from these guys. And of course, my private instructor at the time was a guy named Greg Harrison, who's a local band actually here called PDP. And to this day, one of the most incredible musicians that I've ever met. And the one thing that they all had in common to say is that at some point in music, it's no longer about the genre that you're playing, but the music that you're trying to portray. And no matter what that genre is, whether it's metal, or rock, or rap, or hip-hop, or pop, or punk, as long as you're conveying the message to the best of your abilities and giving 100%, then that's the only thing that really matters. And that's what I try to do in this and in anything that I do musically.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice. Adam.
Now I forgot. When I was younger, I grew up listening to anything I could find that wasn't country music because that's all my parents listened to.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went through. My dad at one point had to have had better taste in music. So I found his records and old CDs that he had, and Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood was in there.
Oh, snap.
And Europe was in there. So I got down with a little, I'm telling you, anything that wasn't country. But he had old, Zeppelin records and, The Who and a bunch of, old classic rock, Creedence Clearwater, that kind of stuff. Obviously, I don't sound like any of those things, but that was what started me when I was younger. And then when I was actually able to understand music on my own and do it for myself, the main bands I listened to when I was younger were like Metallica, and I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan. So back when that was hit, White Zombie and Metallica, and then Nirvana, which turned into Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl's my hero. And I'm not a drummer. He's just rad as fuck. So just an all around, he's just, to me, that dude's just the essence of rock and roll. So, but anyways, bands that I like now for the metal side of it, because we're talking about metal. I'm really big into like the European, like Swedish, like death metal, like melodic death metal kind of stuff. So like In Flames, Soilwork, Scar Symmetry. Those are like probably my top metal bands out right now. Killswitch Engage was really the band that got me into this type of singing that I do now, where it's kind of that mixture of the aggressive and then the really strong, clean vocals and stuff. Killswitch really hit me when I think it was. I came into listening to them in like End of Heartache times, you know, and then I went back to their older stuff after that. But those are probably my top bands: Killswitch, In Flames, Soilwork, Scar Symmetry, Demon Hunter's in there too. But yeah, so.
Now, with your aggressive vocal approach with some of the songs, when did you first realize you could do that? Because that's pretty hardcore.
You know, to tell you the truth, I figured out that I could do that by yelling in an argument with an ex-girlfriend.
That's the truth, people.
It's true. It was a girl that I ended up actually getting engaged to when I was like 19.
Wow.
Yeah, that didn't work out. So, but yeah, I think it was during an argument, probably about something stupid, and I think I just wanted to like figure out a way to just maybe end it.
Okay.
And I yelled like that.
Oh wow!
I probably just said like enough or shut up. I don't remember, but that's how I figured out that I could do it.
Wow.
And then I moved, and then I left that relationship and moved to California to get away from it all.
That's almost a walk hard story.
Yeah, true.
Don't you dare
You take my kids, but you leave me my monkey. And then when I moved out here, I formed a band called Death Pilot, which JD used to be in with me as well. So I've known JD and been playing with JD for a while.
He's been putting up with my shit for a while.
But I worked with two really good producers at that point, Logan Mader and Lucas Banker, and they really pushed me, and we really found this voice that I have now. And I owe a lot of credit to them for helping bring that out of me. And I've just been building on it and making it my own ever since. So
very nice, very nice. It definitely is your own. Like when I hear it, when you're singing either clean or the aggressive style, I can't really compare you with anyone else, which I really like. Because I'm like,
as a singer, that's a great thing to hear.
Yeah, it's like
I try. I mean, I would hope that when you hear my voice, you kind of know that you're probably listening to me. You know?
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's awesome. That's really nice to know. I've tried to set myself apart.
You do. You really do. You know, and definitely love hearing your vocals, whether they be aggressive or clean. What you convey with that is just amazing, especially behind the music that they're always putting out.
Yeah, I mean, without these guys, there's no vehicle for it. So
you would just be out there screaming.
All the praise to the band. But they and I try. You know, I write lyrics for a reason. I don't. Some bands, I think, vocals are just there as just to almost be sort of just another instrument in the band, where it just kind of makes everything kind of together. Mm-hmm. And I think this band, everything just complements itself really well. And the way I try to sing and even scream, I want you to be able to actually understand what I'm saying. You know, I wrote lyrics for a reason. I want people to hear it. You know, so
I understand that. Yeah. Very nice. The song "Dismember." That was the very first song I ever heard from Before the Mourning.
I think it's the very first song we ever cohesively wrote, right? Yeah.
Tell us about this song. Take us back. Who wants to take us back? Who's the leader?
Well, they wrote it. I agree with the song a lot, and I went through a real bad breakup, so it was fun to work on, but in the end, they answered it.
This song actually was, Adam and I, this is where he and I really, I guess, came together, and Phil, and Nikki and I actually really all came together and really got this one right. It was right around December 2011?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was like mid-December 2011. I remember it was like right before NAMM. Yeah. I got a call from Phil, who had received a phone call from our mutual friend Matt Baum, who was a singer of another band called Jameson, that much to our own dismay, or my personal dismay, is no longer a band. A little teary. But Matt Baum gave Phil a call saying, hey, JD's JD's looking to jam with somebody, hit him up.
We were actually drinking at my house, but same difference.
Well,
I think all of our
it's just cooler sounding.
all of our conversations happen over drinking. So.
Well, no, me and Matt were drinking. He's like, "You need to call JD."
Oh, yeah, and
I was like, "All right, cool." And I called you a day or two later, and I had written a song because my girlfriend was pissing me off, so I went to my studio and wrote a song. And we worked on that a little bit.
Yeah,
and then Dismember is what we wrote together.
Yeah, and I was going through just it was a hell of a kickoff for a year. There was a lot of like family turmoil going on. Meeting new family members that I had no idea existed. Had no idea I existed. And problems at home between the ex-girlfriend and just finances were going awry, and the previous band that I was in was just in complete turmoil. Like everything was just upside down, and I was just really pissed off. All of it was just really getting to me, and so I tried throwing a lasso around and getting harnessed in, and came up with the lead riff for Dismember that it became part of the verse line too. And sat down, showed it to Phil, showed the parts to Phil, and we worked out the rest of the format for everything, and started thinking, let's move forward with this, see what happens. And got a random phone call from Adam one day. I don't remember what it was, or I think I may have called you probably asking a question, and started asking about music and what everybody was up to, and he was like, I'm not working on anything right now, and I was like, I'm working with my buddy Phil. You want to check it out? And Adam checked it out, and I'm hoping loved it because it turned into what this is.
It was. Can I interject for a second? Okay, cool. It was. I think the formation of this band and the way that everything came about, all the pieces happened like when they were supposed to at the right time. Because at this point, I wasn't in the band, and he let me know that, like you said, that he was working on a project, and then I heard the song and the music for it, anyways, because we hadn't written anything, and I really liked it. And he had Dismember as just the title of the song, and I went off of that and just wrote the rest of that song, and it happened right at the time when, I get engaged a lot. I was engaged to another girl, and she
realizing the problem.
She said yes to me, and then a week later said no.
Father's had your daughters.
And then that was the end of that, and so I was pretty destroyed, and that song title was perfect. And I was just like, let's write this fucking thing.
I think all of our lives were in torture.
Yeah, we all came together based on like something horrible.
Yeah, this band was kind of formed out of chaos. It gave us somewhere to put it.
Maybe
and then we brought little Nikki into
Nikki is a sweet, innocent girl, and nothing bad ever happens to her.
She's surrounded by 3 whores.
But yeah, right, exactly. And that's how that song came about. That song completely, lyrically, everything to the soul of that song is about exactly what it says,
Well, without further ado, why don't we play it?
Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, here we go with Before the Morning with Dismember. I'm Diggy Kat from RadioBuzzD.com. You are listening to 2 Furries from Austin.